I think Blizzard let this go on to see how far it could go. You know what I mean? And what they like, if it does well, then, you know, it does well. Now they're in a position to go, that did well, now we're taking it. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? They're in the best place. They're in the best place. Am I starting it from the beginning? Am I starting it from the beginning? Yeah. Okay. Right. So we go. Can you lot see that? Let's have a go, shall we? Let's have a look.
Trying to discover what works in Classic WoW. And I think they learned a lot of things, and I think some of those things that they learned about worked. Since Season of Discovery, there's been like private servers coming out that have been making their own sort of custom content. Notably, there's
who is this hippie? It's esfand.
Just got nuked with this massive lawsuit. And this isn't like a normal like cease and desist that
I think they used it
with Nostalrius that had happened in the past with some of these other
But have you seen on Twitter that like they was mocking World of Warcraft for so long? You know what I mean? So it's not like they've tried to keep under the radar. They've actually like been provoking like the World of Warcraft page, tagging them in it and stuff like that. While we're watching some YouTube hippie, get a job. I don't want their opinion. No, it's my opinion.
Private servers, right? Like Gummies, Burning Crusade, whatever, right? These cease and desist type things that have come about. Those of you guys who don't know me and my history, that's where I come from. I come from the private server scene. A lot of people keep saying esfand on Nost. I actually didn't play Nost. I started playing after Nostalrius. They should hire these people. I think it's a little bit more complicated than that. What I do think they should do is I think they should consult with them. And Blizzard did consult with them in the past. They consulted with the Nostalrius team. There was a big Nostalrius post-mortem, whatever. I've been thinking a lot about this and how I became known. I guess I was known in a very, very small pond of like the Elysium, Lights Hope private server community, but I ended up getting banned because I was doing private server content. I got DMCA'd. Very notably,
mate.
I was on the
Blizzard
shit
that.
list. I then switched away from private server stuff, not necessarily playing it because
I didn't think private servers was like that booming.
What I did was I made
honest.
Classic WoW content off of private servers. I talked.
Like I thought, because like it's just fake, innit? It's like not the real game. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, but like, you know, if I'm playing a private server and someone comes in, they're not going to be able to play it with me until they download it and everything. But everyone that comes in here. But I understand the lawsuit. I understand it. But I do think World of Warcraft's done like the job on them. You know what I mean? So they've let it lie until they like do certain things, and then allowed them to do that to see what people like. It's like them doing it themselves, but then not taking the flack for it. So they know what people like, and then they're gone, right, okay, we can make that. Fucking get rid of them, you know what I mean? That's what I think. Let's see.
Talked about it, and I did all that. We started the podcast, and so that's kind of where I come from. This Turtle WoW lawsuit is a lot more heavy-handed than I believe what happened with Nostalrius was what happened in the past. Because before, what it was a cease and desist. Now what's happened is that it's an actual
they're coming from. Yeah, they're coming from.
Hey, we're bringing the hammer down. And there's a lot of key differences between what Nostalrius was. So it was like Nostalrius, and then eventually went to Elysium, which then turned into Lights Hope. And then you have Turtle WoW, which is made by the same people that made Elysium originally, I think, or some of the same people. I don't really know all the details, but what I do know is this: is they came in and they wanted to shut down Nostalrius. Nostalrius conceded and was like, okay, cool. And then they kind of worked with Blizzard to have a meeting. They did like this big post-mortem thing. It was good. This was a good thing for the WoW community, for the classic WoW community, for the people that wanted vanilla WoW. What's happening now?
Not sure why people are getting mad over this.
Nostalrius was kind of seen as like a sort of passion project.
I don't think they can get mad.
Turtle WoW is, hey, we are now changing.
I don't think they can get mad, Fuchs, because like what they're doing is like, I understand having the experience and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But what they're potentially doing is it's still like they're still robbing WoW, you know what I mean? Is money involved though? I thought it was free. The only thing that's not free and what they are getting money for is advertisements.
The game.
I know that much. I don't know about like subs and subscriptions to their game or anything like that. I'm not too sure. But they are robbing WoW. Like they've robbed their servers and stuff. Well, not the servers, but like their game files.
Been like trying to code custom stuff. They've been adding stuff in, making like ads and stuff for it, right? Like
yeah,
it's
like
being
ads,
advertised, and they have like a cash shop. Now there's like a
belongs to Blizzard,
transaction
yeah,
that's occurring as well.
But that's what you got to take, isn't it? That's the end of it. Like that's the end of it. But I do think World of Warcraft played this. Like I think they went, yeah, let's see what they can do, and then they let them get so far and gone, right, it's getting popular now. We have the power here to do our own shit and to shut them down at the same time.
This so different.
Yeah.
Blizzard's coming in and Blizzard has to protect
Blizzard
their
had the only
IP,
right, yeah.
So I learned about all this stuff. I started learning about it in 2018, 2017, end of 2017 whenever I got knocked. About like how does this stuff kind of work. I ended up getting knocked for the DMCA stuff, and really the core principle of the whole thing was.
Can we just say, you know why do famous streamers always have pictures not on the wall? That is so fucking annoying. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why, it's my autism brain is fucking overdrive. But every fucking big streamer has pictures on the fucking floor. And it does my head in. They're not robbing shit. The multi-billion company getting upset over losing a few quid from players that will not play WoW. The only thing, no, I don't think they care about the money. I don't think they care about the money. I think they've let them get so far and then gone, right, we want the player base. We want them to come to Classic Plus. So now it's time to fucking get them out of the way. Because where are they going to go? They're not going to go anywhere else but the main World of Warcraft.
What? Blizzard
yeah, on the floor, look.
If they're made aware of something and they don't go out and protect their IP, then legally there's grounds for them to be able to have a case against losing that IP. Yeah, Nos was very much, if you're not going to do it, we're going to do it ourselves. Yeah, pretty much. But what is now
I think they will,
Blizzard
yeah.
is coming out with the big guns. They're going after them legally. I do have...
They'll move to a new private server. I don't think they will, because Blizzard's already had the inkling that they're going to do World of Warcraft Classic. And if they do it, Classic Plus, and if they do it just like Total WoW, what is the difference? Clearly needs some command strips. It's intellectual property rights, isn't it? They're the same as pirating a movie, although apparently Blizzard want their source code too, so they will probably use all of it for Classic Plus. Yeah, absolutely. World of Warcraft is going to copy and paste exactly what Total WoW's done onto World of Warcraft. Of course it will. They do not want to give Activision the cash. I don't know. I think they'll bring it back because most people that play Classic are playing retail anyway, so they're already paying the money. Yeah, so they're already paying the money. So you know what I mean? They're already paying the money. The only reason why they don't play Classic is because it's got no content on it. It kind of stops. It kind of goes dead. So when Classic Plus comes out, it's free essentially. But private servers are cheaper. Not if they're already paying a sub. You know what I mean? If they're already playing retail, which most World of Warcraft players are, they're already paying, and WoW Classic Plus will be free because they already own a sub. Like I say, the people that are playing like Turtle WoW, the Classic players, most of them will have retail already. You know what I mean? They'll already own a sub. They're just like jumping in between. Work out the currency values, Joe. People cannot afford WoW. Yeah, but let's carry on because I don't know if Turtle WoW is free. You know what I mean?
Here, actually, and I wanted to go over it today on stream. Yeah, Blizzard Entertainment.
Hey Ryan, how you doing? You absolute legend.
You're
in a West mindset, not a world one. I don't even know. I don't even know if it's I don't even know how much it is across the world. You know what I mean?
To do this is to prove to you guys that I can read, which is like kind of cool.
Wow.
A lot of people don't really like actually know that I can read because I don't do it that much. But I learned how to read in school.
Why is my chat the same as his? I think you lot all just toxic.
We're talking 50 pages.
How has he got hold of this? How has he got hold of this? Uninformed opinion. Hope the good work. Hope the good what?
Everything and really explaining what is going on here and why. I think it's important to look at like the different paragraphs and the different notes.
Oh man, he's got his eye tracker on it.
See as grounds for pursuing legal
action.
all
legal shit.
Right? We're like, okay, this is this, and this is.
Why is he zoomed in on his head?
You know, Blizzard, WoW, MMO, whatever. And then they explain Blizzard has taken steps to protect its valuable intellectual property. So this is protecting their IP. This is what they do. Yada yada yada. So what they're saying is the people that they're going after They built a business on large-scale, egregious, and ongoing infringement of Blizzard's intellectual property.
Oh, keep up the good work. Carl, cheers, Ryan. Yeah, absolutely.
Defendants are the key members
Hope you're doing well,
of a
brother.
multinational business enterprise known as Turtle WoW. Through Turtle WoW, defendants have found a lucrative way to exploit and profit from the popularity of the WoW game experience, specifically Turtle WoW. Reports to...
Do you think they're only that Zoom? You know what I mean? Shall I do it? Shall I do it while I'm doing the video? So, do you only think they're coming for them because they're making money? Because I don't think they are. I will hire Turtle WoW. I don't think so. I think they've got everything they need. Do you know what I mean? I think they've got everything they need already. Ha, the ginger. No, it's free to play. Apparently, they make money out of it though for some reason. Well, don't worry, he's not angry, Ginge.
To offer to the public paid access to a group of unauthorized emulated private WoW game servers, as well as all the software and other tools necessary to access and use these emulated servers, including pirated copies of WoW that have been specifically modified to work with its unauthorized servers. So what this is saying is simply...
So WoW has different races and professions. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Turtle WoW has made a Classic Plus experience. So now they've given it a trial. I think Blizzard's shutting them down to take it. Of course, the RJ server costs, and then WoW Classic that could run on a toaster. That's true.
They did private servers, getting money.
How was your day? Yeah, all good, mate. A little bit boring, but
work, and they're trying to resell it, mimicking and modifying the normal mechanics by how they get to Blizzard's WoW servers. Turtle WoW's unauthorized servers. Unauthorized servers. I like, that's a new one. We had undocumented, we had private, we had now unauthorized. We got a new one. Unauthorized servers harm the player experience several ways. By way of example, these unauthorized private servers drive away otherwise dedicated WoW players, introduce security risks to players, fragment the WoW player community, and create confusion as to what are official supported versions of WoW. Yeah, I mean, actually, these are true. When a player moves on to an unauthorized illegal server,
I guess, but if your WoW doesn't interest them, you know what I mean? Obviously, Turtle WoW's doing other things. You know what I mean? So, like, they're not really driving their player base because they're already like they're playing a version of WoW they want to play. You split us up, yeah. Also, remember people's PCs that cannot run the new versions of WoW. Also, Classic was best 100 hours to level a main. Yeah, I get that.
Private server and has a negative experience, including security breaches or inferior player experience. That confusion damages Blizzard official WoW brand and results in significant loss of revenue.
How's he reading that fast?
Private servers such as Turtle WoW also encourage and facilitate video game piracy by allowing players to avoid paying for the game experience, and Blizzard has invested so much time. I would like to think that I mean, this is all like legal shit, right? A lot of times when it comes to like this legal stuff, they like bring the house, okay? They just send everything. Like, I would like to think that somebody is not stupid enough for this to be the case. I'm probably wrong.
Because he can see you.
Happens on a private server, but yeah, they're basically trying to go through and when it comes to like a legal sense, for example, increasing its social media presence, partnering with video game influencers. Wait, were they sponsoring people? were they sponsoring people?
No, they're sponsoring people to play fucking Turtle WoW. Yes. That is mad. Right, Shep. Not after what we've just done. Not after what we've just done. Freaking me out. Well, I'm just gonna watch 5 more minutes of this, and then yeah, we're gonna play World of Warcraft. Cap got 15 subs. What do I need to do? You know what I mean? What do I need to? No, I'm joking. No, you've given enough, mate. You've given enough. I appreciate it. Into the juicy WoW drama. Bash. Dude. Be sexy. Oh shit. Oh shit, okay. You mean that is?
That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
Mate, they're sponsoring...
So these guys are making bank. These guys are getting paid. That's what's happening. So
my wife has better... Wow! You better fucking gift her 15, like you know what I mean?
Sponsoring a streamer, or like a YouTuber for it. If you want to avoid doing things to insinuate you're making a lot of money, don't hire influencers. Yeah, that's crazy. They had ads playing on Twitch too. That is crazy.
How have they got this much money?
I heard they had ads. I mean, I'd seen it on Twitter, some things.
How have they got this much money? Mate, hiring influencers. Hiring influencers and Twitch ads. That must be fucking dollar. You know what I mean? That is nuts. Mate, making money. I mean, influencers, you're not gonna have me like on there, you know what I mean? So they're obviously paying. They're obviously paying. How are they making that? I don't know. I'm cheap to hire. No, but I meant like they wouldn't have me or anyone. You know what I mean?
Racket. Ooh. Ryko. Okay, racketeering, influencing, corrupt organization. Oh shit, they're bringing the heat. Oh shit.
Never fuck with WoW. You know what I mean?
Ryko
like,
charges,
it's literally massive.
Which is like,
I think they earned like 150 million off one fucking mount drop. You know what I mean? Because they're more affordable than Blizz, and it depends on where the adverts are running. Think globally, Joe. Yeah, true.
They're going
that is true.
Damn. Okay, so they're full sending it on these guys. Visitors Informed believes that on that basis alleges that defendant AFK Craft Limited is a company that registered in Hong Kong that owns and operates the Turtle WoW servers, especially those servers located in Southeast Asia. Believe it to be the AFK Craft like Turtle WoWs and underfunded.
Yeah, but I seen the other day. How are they going to like close in on them? Because the marketing for Turtle WoW is in America, but the rest of it is like scattered across like the world. You know what I mean? So to take them to court, how are they going to take like other companies that's like not based in America? You know what I mean?
A fictional shell company that operates as a mere alter ego of individual defendants serves to hide the identities of the individual defendants. Well, it's like, the frick? Oh, so here are the screenshots. So they made their own launcher. It takes you to this. This is so interesting to me. Defendants also promise.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Logo.
That's what I mean.
Including the trademark symbol. Or the R registered is registered trademark, right? Racketeering activity was effectuated, carried out, or made possible by defendants' regular and repeated use of the resources of the enterprise. Those resources include the creation of and access to unauthorized modified copies of WoW client software and servers, a trove of common marketing and promotional materials for Turtle. See, I don't, dude. They went too. Like, why would they do this? I feel like this was not a good idea. Like, I'm gonna make a profound statement here and say I don't think this is a very good idea. Yeah. So, question: how does this compare to running a GTRP server? Oh. Ooh, that's a can of worms that I would love to talk about. I would love to talk about that. That's a big can of worms. Let me get.
I actually met this guy. People. I met him at the World of Warcraft 30th anniversary.
To that actually. Basically, Blizzard goes through, explains all the reasons for why they're bringing the house on these guys, and they're saying they've infringed on Cataclysm, Wrath, Burning Crusade.
Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. He was like I only caught a little bit, but he had like the cameraman on him and shit. So, hey, Angry Ginge, big fan. Mate, I wish I was the father behind Angry Ginge. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Date of registration, November 29th, 2004. Wait, what? Hold on. The trademark was registered for World of Warcraft on November 29th? That's not right. Oh, its last updated original filing is older. Oh, okay. Because the game released on the 23rd. Yeah, initial release date, November 23rd. That's why I was like, what the hell? Oh, so it was World of Warcraft was first filed in 2001. Interesting. That's so funny. So, I mean, I don't know. Dude, am I getting old? Oh my gosh, I'm getting old. Why is this interesting to me? Dates are interesting. The game came out 7 months before I was born. Dude, same, actually. That's crazy. So let's talk about, you were talking about how is this different than a GTRP server? What it comes down to is UGC. Yeah, I'm opening the can of worms.
What's going on?
So what is UGC?
It's
user-generated content.
It's the lawsuit against World of Warcraft and the Turtle WoW.
So user-generated content is the concept of providing a platform, providing tools for your community of people that play the game to actually go through and be able to make content for the game itself. So some examples of this would be something like Roblox, like Grand Theft Auto. It's actually funny that you said this, Croden, because I want to talk about this. So, if you guys are familiar with our good friend Chris Kaliki, okay? Good friend Chris.
I actually know that guy.
This guy.
I actually spoke to that guy. He gave me a code for that game that I was playing. What was it? Legacy, Sword and Shield. The 10 lockout is over. Is it?
Guy's one of the GOATs, dude. Okay? Chris Kaliki, big time. He was a longtime dev at Blizzard. Ended up starting Notorious Studios. They made the game Legacy.
Yeah, Legacy,
Sorcery, which is a lot of fun. But he put out this tweet.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I remember this tweet and I didn't even like it. But I... So it's funny because Chris Kaliki actually talked about this. The best next step with WoW would be to give players the tools and methods to create their own content and servers. You can still require the sub for all players playing on official servers, but then you'd have endless content and save a ton on dev costs, and it'd be the first UGC MMO. I don't know if it would actually be the first UGC MMO.
Do you think that would work? Did not lock it for the stream, that's true. But it keeps fucking off, doesn't it? Do you think that would work, chat? Do you think that would work? Having like server-based World of Warcraft, you know, like DayZ and shit like that. Do you think that will work? Saying it's the first, it'll be the first UGC MMO. So basically, you just unlock it and make your own stories and shit. I don't know. Yeah, that's a little weird to me. That, to be fair.